Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. It's me, Maxi, your navigator. Let me make sure that the post is up. Because what's up when it's up? When it's up, then it's up? Maxi, I was not expecting a Cardi B reference to start the show. Well, welcome to this is a world filled with many surprises, so get excited. Hello, everyone. It's me. Yo, it's Cade! Let's freaking go. Hi, Cade. Wait, hold up.
Hey, boy.
Hi, Cade. Cade, I am so... Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, can I please get a round of applause in chat? Alternatively, mouse emojis for my good friend Cade. They stole your boobs! Did they give you a fresh fade? Cade, I am so proud and happy for you, my friend. I am so happy for you. I got really emotional yesterday thinking about you. It didn't help that I put on Phil Collins' Son of Man from the Tarzan soundtrack. That didn't really fucking help, by the way. I got really emotional yesterday thinking about my good friend Cade. You know, taking a really big step on their trans journey. And anyways, I'm gay and I love my friends.
Dude, that's gay.
But yeah, so again, yeah, what have I been up to? Jack shit. But Cade though? Also, hi Werewolf, don't think I didn't see you there, by the way. Also, hi Dallas, hi Dale. You know, Dallas, excited to see what you make, by the way. Aww, Cade. I'm so happy for your friend, though. I really am. Wow. Unfortunately, I was gonna... Should I just jump into the actual show? Yo, I see what you're doing there, Dallas. Dallas's working title for their next game is gonna be Earth and Sky Generations. I think I'm catching what you're throwing. No worries, Cade. Go take a snooze, okay? Love you, friendo. Please take care. And currently it is 11 a.m. Well, it's actually streamer. It's actually at 10:59 a.m. in Sunny, California. Okay, Mister. I guess I'm fine. I think I just start now, though. You know what? There are no rules, and watch me make up the rules. By the way, boop. Let's start the show at the count of 3, 2, 1. Boop. Is the music too loud? The music feels loud to me. How's everyone doing, by the way? Hello. That's better. Maxi, I can't hear the music. No, see, it's best when I can barely hear it, okay? Hello, everyone. Hi there. The name is Maxi, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm your navigator for this journey of creativity. Okay, let me just hide Obsidian for a second so I can just dump the thumbnail for today. Yesterday we played a silly little game called Steve's Warehouse, and today we're back with more Zetamon. Maxi, this is the first time I'm watching a stream, and I'm checking it literally at the first, within 5 minutes. What's Zetamon, Maxi? Zetamon is my upcoming creature collecting and battling tabletop role-playing game. Damn it, Dale. I guess it's 11 a.m. The show literally just started. But we can do a little bit of housekeeping. Maxi, why aren't we working on designing the game today? I've been doing lots of that in the background. Why are there so many smiling emojis? I really don't know. Maxi, when are you gonna fix it? Eventually. Not today. Definitely not during the stream. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not getting fixed this week. Not even next week. It might be until September that it gets fixed. Unless I put it on my list of like little tasks I gotta take care of. But like, you know, then it has to go on the queue, and then I have to see if there's stuff on the queue that I have to. You know, fellas, I have a tip for you. Okay, never get busy. Okay, never have a busy life where you want to achieve or make things happen, because then you're gonna be too damn busy. That being said, I posted about this on the Discord, yeah, but I will clarify it now. I had a big meeting with Kitty last week, and we had a big conversation. Let's just say that Kitty and I reviewed the playtest we did last week. There were things Kitty was not happy with. There were things I was most definitely not happy with. We are currently doing a little bit of finagling with the mechanics of Zetamon. All I can say is that I am happy, excited, and optimistic. That's like the first thing, by the way. Is like I'm not gonna release a game that I'm not happy with, and I'm not gonna work on a game that I'm not excited for. And I am very much still excited for Zetamon and what will follow it. So what are we working on today? Della says more or less fighting gamey or still classified. I could tell you, but then I would have to kill you. And they took away my license to kill. It turns out it was expired. I assume it was a kind of a carte blanche kind of thing. I mean, the card was blank. That's a little bit of a linguistics joke there, by the way. For you know, carte blanche just means literally white card, by the way, as though the card is in fact blank. Anyways, so I realized I don't feel comfortable doing big design sessions right now on stream because I'm iterating very fast. But you know what we need to do anyway? Make Zetamon. You know, when I release this game, it's gonna need to have a bunch of Zetamon in it, so let's just design Zetamon. I don't see a reason why we can't just make Zetamon. So okay. So welcome to Obsidian, by the way, as I have currently set it up to be able to work on Zetamon. I have a bit of a layout here. You can see the steps we're gonna be following down here. I'm not showing the entire thing because the documents that I am using for creating Zetamon are a big old mess. There's a bunch of stuff in there. And I don't want to have... I didn't have the time. I was busy designing. I did not want to spend time of my already busy morning, recreating all of my Google Sheets just so that it would look pretty for the stream, you know? We're not really gonna do that. That's not really the way we gonna be doing this. So let's just Maxi, why do you only have 3 Zetamon you want to make today? I think if we can make 3 Zetamon, I will be more than satisfied. A 4th Zetamon, that would be pretty fire, but we'll see if we get there, you know. The way that things have gone before, I think 3 is like pretty good, all things considered. So we're gonna try to make 3 Zetamon today. We'll be following all the guidelines that we had before. I just have Lucilla here as a little like template for how things should look. And I will be very much appreciative of Chad giving ideas and or recommendations for things I should do with the Zetamon as we are designing them. We will go step by step. First, we'll begin by rolling up the traits that a Zetamon has, just its size, locomotion, species, an alpha and a beta trait, which are just like, you know, 2 out of a possible 4 different traits that it has. We're gonna give it an affinity, a weakness, a unique affinity trait from a list of 36 for each individual element. And then we're gonna start thinking about names, etc, 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 etc. So yeah, that's gonna be the fun part of it. Can I open this in a new tab? How do I... There we go. Perfect. All right. And I think that's it. By the way, we are going to be doing some drawing today as well, by the way. I haven't set up my tablet yet. I didn't set up the tablet yet. Okay. Everyone stay chill. Everyone stay chill. It's okay. I just have to plug a cable into the wall. I'm going to be right back. Tell me how your day's been. I'll be right back. Beep, beep. I forgot the power cable. I can't be calling myself a Nintendo Power kid. I'm not even playing with power. Alright. Grab this. Grab this. Grab the extension cord. Okay. Rip? Don't say rip. I just forgot a power cable, that's it. I was gonna do a whole bit about, you know, could we one day create power cables that don't tangle? But the reality is that I don't think that's actually possible. The reasoning, one particular reason, by the way, in case you're wondering why your power cables tangle, it's because they're made with coiled copper wire. And because the wire was made in a coil, it wants to, much like I wish to return to the sea, your copper wiring wants to return to coil. Thus, when given the chance to get twisty, the cable will in fact twisty it up. That's just the way it wants to live, you know? Dale says, I wish Nintendo Power was still a thing. The thing I miss the most are like game guides, man. I loved game guides because they were also a chance to like have like artwork from a game and like to know things that like you otherwise wouldn't know. And I know what you're saying, but Maxi, we have the internet, Maxi. Hi, Empoleon. How you doing today?
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Empoleon says, Maxi, are you then saying, Maxi, that copper wires want to coil the same way evolution turns things into crabs? It appears so. Whatever happened to Nintendo Power, I believe the internet happened. Much like it did to a lot of physical publications. I believe it was the internet. And the fact that games nowadays, like, they are released usually in an unfinished state, and then they get patched into oblivion, you know, like, there isn't much use for physical media that contains all the information you will ever need. When the information that you will ever need, it can't be contained. Don't mind me rolling dice, by the way. I have dice on my desk at the moment because I'm testing dice systems. I miss physical media, I really do. Maybe. Again, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I hate to excuse capitalism, but like, I'm gonna assume that they stopped making Nintendo Power because it wasn't making money, and under capitalism, if you don't make money, you have no reason to exist. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying that's probably why they haven't, you know, why they stopped making Nintendo Power. It wasn't making enough money. Zetamon number 1. How did I make this look before? Because I think it's literally just like notes, huh? Alright, well, Zetamon, Wave 2, number 1. We will insert the name there, by the way. So the Zetamon generation begins by first returning to the waters of life, by which I mean we roll size. Oh, by the way, you will see up here on the top right, I did transfer my work process into Obsidian, which is a note-taking, note-tracking, writing program that is free to use, and it works entirely off of your a local hard drive. Though you can, in fact, pay for a subscription model where you can put things on the cloud. There is an extension that adds dice. And the dice can appear physically on the screen. Isn't that neat? Isn't that delightful? Isn't that neat? Wouldn't you think my collection is complete? Yeah, see, Dallas is also bringing some much needed reality checks onto the nature of Nintendo Power being gone. I mean, like, I guess one could argue that perhaps the current Nintendo Direct / indie showcase, indie partners, whatever showcase, is basically serving the same role as Nintendo Power was, which is essentially just to market their product. And so, let us begin creating the first Zetamon of today's session. We begin first by rolling the Zetamon size. It is a D10. Let's just roll a D10. Boop. Wow, airtime. Wow, tiny. Wow. What the odds of that are 30%. So size is... How am I gonna record this? Let's just... I hate that I can't just do like... I guess, you know what? Tiny. There you go. It's a tiny boy. And tiny boys, as we all know, tiny boys are sneaky and they have higher evasion. What if I got a Wii U and modded it? I mean, like, yeah. You could... I mean, like, Dallas says, what about a Raspberry Pi? I mean, like, you know. This is definitely a point. Evasion. Sneak. Maxi, what does this mean, by the way? The skills your Zetamon have... Can I zoom in? If I zoom in, you can see it better, but... This thing on the side is getting a little bit... Whatever, it's fine. I mean, like, the unfortunate nature about the Wii U is that, like, there aren't a lot of games that you would want to emulate. But as a home, as a nexus for you to play GameCube and Wii games, that's actually not bad, honestly. Seeing as how it's the same infrastructure as, you know, Wii and GameCube, like that's a good way to start, I think. So this tiny Zetamon, which tiny means that it's God, what was the size scale? Good luck finding that, Maxi. Where did I put the chart that is the size scales? Did I put it somewhere? How is it lost to time? Is it in my downloads from literally like 3 months ago? No, it's like 2 months ago. I found it. I found it. Let me just do a line break, so you know, and then there you go. In case you're wondering, the Zetamon sizings, here you go, by the way. Tiny are half a foot, about half a foot. Smalls are a little bit above a foot. Medium, 2¼ feet. Large are 5½ feet, and then it just keeps going from there. I guess I'm just gonna leave this image in here for now. So tiny evasion and sneaking. Now we get to roll on shape, the big one, by the way. Let's do a D100 roll. 60 on the dot. What category is 60? There's 100 plus. It's not really 100 plus. There's almost 100 different body shapes. Did I say 80 on the dot? 60 on the dot. I think this is gonna be 60 is shark. We already have shark in the form of, I'm pretty sure, oh my god, where would I find this? I'm pretty sure that my good friend out here Gobruiser is in fact shark. Dude, where am I gonna find where I left this, by the way? Oh, this is incredible. I have no idea where I left my... I have so many documents. Okay, wait, hold up. Is it here? Is it here? No. No, it's not here. Oh my, sorry, I found the document where I went through... Oh, you can see this, actually. Oh, if I minimize it, you can see it. Oh. Well, that's nice. Don't look at that. You're not allowed to look at that. I have so many documents. I'm happy I'm not transferring all of this literally like onto Obsidian just yet. I don't really think I need all of this all these documents. I'm not gonna lie. Not this. Not this. I'm pretty sure Gobruiser is a shark. My question is, should I just make a second shark? You know what? Hammerhead shark? Patently different. You know what? Let's just follow my heart. Shark? Actually, I think Gobruiser is actually a goblin now that I think about it. I think Gobruiser is actually a goblin, not actually a shark. So, shape. It is shark. The shark shape immediately gives you a locomotion of flippers, which is HP and swim. It's a tiny shark. You could even say that it is a baby. Okay, all right. See you later, werewolf. Locomotion is in fact flippers, which, as we established, yeah. Thank you to Alice. Thank you to Alice. You know. If nobody got me, Dallas got me, which is HP and swim. What else? Now we roll 2d4 to see what traits it has from this body type. For the possible traits you can get from a shark are exceptional eyesight, deep sea monster, torpedo tackle, and razor sharp fangs. Let's roll 2d4 and see what we get. By the way, previously you couldn't repeat traits, now you can. So 4 and 3. All right, so that means we're literally taking the last two, exceptional eyesight and deep sea monster. Okay. Exceptional eyesight and deep sea monster. We will worry about making all of this look neat in a second, okay? After that, we're gonna roll affinity and weakness. We do this by rolling 2d6, or really roll 1d6. That is 2. Is that freaking bolt, man? We cannot have 2 bolt adjacent. We cannot have 2 bolt adjacent shark fellas. God damn it, it is bolt. Well, the reality is this, is that I am acting under the assumption, I am acting under the modus operandi that I am not gonna fudge rules. For the guys we create as part of Wave 2. So screw it. A second shark has what, Maxi? Has hit the what? Aqua shark? I really don't want to fudge the dice rolls for at least for these guys that we're making. So affinity is going to be bolt. And you know, like, again, I want to make it clear, like, just because it's bolt, it doesn't mean that it isn't an aquatic shark. Yo, hi Ronnie. How you doing today?
Hey, boy.
Wawa. That's right, like Wawa. Wawa is Cuban slang for the bus, by the way. Fun fact. And the weakness. So I'm going to re-roll. Maybe it's like a Mjolnir themed hammerhead shark. I kind of like that. So we're now going to roll the d6 again, but if we get the result of our affinity, we re-roll it. You can't have your affinity be the same as your weakness. It's a little silly. So not a 2, please. That's a 6. That's meta. Oh, Maxi, don't re-roll, Maxi. Don't re-roll, Maxi. This is literally the same affinity as Gobruiser. Gobruiser is also weak to meta. This is gonna be a fun. You know what? Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get from Bolt, and then we'll see. Maxi, I am not going to fudge the dice rolls. The dice, okay, but what about just welcome back, Gobruiser. Gobruiser didn't go anywhere. He's still here. We're now going to roll the affinity trait. Max has inherited my It Follows curse, but for TTRPG chaos rolls. Isn't the It Follows movie the one about the sexually transmitted like death curse? Isn't that literally what that one's about? Isn't that literally what that one is about? What, my lip sync is super off today? What's up with that? What's up with that, buddy? My lip sync is super off today. Don't smooth it. There we go. Don't smooth me, baby. Alright, so the affinity trait, let's roll on that right now. It's going to be a D36, by the way. So a D36, or 2 D6s really. It is results. It is 2-6. It is the 6th entry in the 2nd category. It is Bolt. 2-6. So it is. Wait, no, it is. Yeah, it's the 2nd set of 6. Number 6. That means it's number 12. Okay, got it. Thunderous Roar. This Zetamon has an internal organ that allows it to roar, cry, or speak as loud as thunder. That kind of makes sense. I love that. Dallas says, yes, I rolled two 10s in Iron Sworn. Congratulations, you have the metaphor curse. It's me. It's my turn. You know, Mom said it was my time with the bad luck curse. So Thunderous Roar. I can definitely make this work. So let's look at what our stats are, by the way. Let's kind of like summarize our Zetamon right now. Couldn't I just copy all of this? Let me just copy this. Let's remove this cells. And let's edit everything back onto here. So we're gonna delete. I mean, I'm just gonna take you because spoilers. I need you. And meta we represent with the psychic ball, by the way. So the size is tiny. This is a tiny little baby shark. I believe all sharks, by the way. Sharks are part of the Pisces category. That's right. Maxi, will my zodiac sign matter? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Why don't you sit down and wait for it? Why don't you just just chill for a minute, okay? I can't tell you all the secrets now. It has flippers. It has exceptional eyesight. It's a deep sea monster. And it has thunderous roar. Perfect. Now as for the actual stats. It's HP plus 2. It is HP plus 2. 1, 2. Evasion plus 1. Defense plus 1. So that is plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And As for main attacking stats, it does in fact have a little blast. Blast +1. And the rest of its skills are what? Sneak, swim, sense, repel. Sneak +1. Swim +2. Repel +1. And sense +1. I'm a little concerned if the math means that there is like a 1 in 16 chance that you get a Zetamon without a main attacking stat, but you know what? We can worry about that later, not now. I sure as hell am not worrying about it now. So here we have our guy. Here's our guy. It is a little guy. It is half a foot in height. Perhaps not length, but we can worry about that later. It is a beefy guy. It can dodge. It can block. It mostly fights by blasting. And then I started blasting. Exceptional eyesight. Deep sea monster. Thunderous roar. So this to me seems like it's like a ranged attacker shark. Yeah, see there you go, Dallas. So now I'm gonna open my browser and I'm gonna just look smallest shark. The dwarf lantern shark. Oh, this, holy crap. They made him for me. The dwarf lantern shark. And he like glows? Huh? Dude. They made a guy for me. Holy crap. Welcome back to Kirin. Apparently, I just invented this guy, by the way. He didn't exist until I literally pressed, I pressed enter on the search box and this guy popped into existence. He didn't exist before, by the way. Okay. Okay. So he's got big ol' eyes. He's got big ol' baby eyes. I want a photo of him that isn't kind of unsightly. Every photo of this guy, by the way, is unsightly, by the way. I will say though, let me see this photo. Trigger warning, a fish. This guy looks like someone that Chippy would hang out with. I feel like Chippy would be like, this guy is chill, Max. He looks like he pays his taxes on time. So I feel like the only way to make this guy stand out from Gobruiser is to make him look like a total loser, I think. So I am going to copy this image. I'm going to reset it. Dallas says, you don't need opaque skin if you have nothing to hide. There you go. There you go. That's the spirit. So, hit me with a big old concept, by the way. Concept. A little shark. A little shark. As tall as half a foot. Inspired by the dwarf. What are you called again? The dwarf lantern shark. Lantern shark. It is a little guy with a glowing orb. And we just start. I think I didn't save that screenshot. I just copied it. So paste, perhaps. There we go. Okay. So we have one image here. Let me go and look for. I want like a cute. I mean, this guy also looks pretty silly, by the way. Trigger warning for a second shark. A second shark is about to hit the stream, by the way. A second silly shark, by the way. Can it please? There we go. Please, Your Honor, I ask you that you all please appreciate. Look at this dumbass, by the way. Look at this absolutely silly guy. I kind of like the idea of him having like whiskers. Actually, I actually really like this shape. Like it almost looks like a sock puppet. Like the kind of like sock puppet head with the tummy and then the tail moving upwards, perhaps. Okay. The Shark Week D-listers? Hey now. Shark Week's been running for a while. They gotta get different sharks eventually, okay? I almost think... Okay. I think we need to twist this guy somehow, okay? So, what are his traits again? His traits that he has exceptional eyesight. That tells me he has big ol' eyes, okay? He's got big ol' eyes. He's got big ol' eyes. He's a deep sea monster. He's gonna look like he's from the deep sea, let me tell you. The thunderous roar, I still haven't gotten to that. How does this guy make big ol' noise? How does he make big ol' noise? I'm trying to think of like aquatic creatures that use sound. What? Echolocation? Echolocation organ. It is usually like a receptacle, like a kind of receptacle. Like the melon in a what is the name of those guys? Beluga, the beluga. I could take a little bit of inspiration from dolphins, though. Who remembers gummy sharks? Dude. I remember gummy sharks. I will say, I'm not trying to humor Dale here, by the way, but I think the whale shark coloring scheme is actually kind of like primo. This is kind of primo, actually. See, what I'm thinking is this, okay? We're gonna take this color scheme. We're gonna take this color scheme, but the belly's gonna be yellow. It will be a yellow belly. There you go. It's gonna be a little yellow belly. I feel like that's the way to do it. One might even wonder, could perhaps Go Bruiser and this guy be related? Perhaps, probably not, but perhaps. They are both shark-looking guys that are bold and weak to meta, so, who knows. Also, before someone types the long message telling me why I shouldn't be surprised that I got meta as a weakness, it is a 1 in 5 chance. Yeah. No, you're correct, yeah. I am aware of the odds. That's why I tell you, never tell me the odds. Don't forget street sharks. Oh, trust me, I could never forget street sharks. I feel like the way to go about it is to combine they take an animal concept and combine it with something else. You know what I'm saying? We have this guy. His big old defining characteristic is that he's essentially just a sound type Zetamon. What is loud? A siren? Loudest things in the world. What is the loudest thing you could do? The loudest sounds ever measured? Oh, let's go. Gunfire? That's right, the revolver shark. Could you imagine? Revolver shark. Revolver shark. Am I crazy, or is there the gun shark? Empoleon is not wrong, by the way. The loudest thing in life is in fact floorboards at 3 a.m. This is true. Put a cowboy hat on a revolver. Sorry, I was muted. I was clearing my throat. What about like a snub-nosed revolver? Okay. Like one of these little guys. What if he doesn't shoot bullets, he just shoots blasts of sound? I feel like this kind of shape could actually be like combined. It's like a pistol shrimp, but like the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything else I can take inspiration from? He's a little guy. Let me look at his skills again. So, you know, the high swim tells me that this is an aquatic guy. You know, we'll give him, you know, he'll have fins. You know, no big old, flips and fins, no big deal. Is it time to start drawing, Maxi? It might be. Let's see how the revolver shark idea works. I think the way that I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna make him be shaped like a revolver. I'm gonna have his design give hints of revolver, a whiff of revolver perhaps. Also, Dale, I was watching a completely unrelated video today. My man Tim Rogers from Action Button Reviews was mentioning Gran Turismo 2 for the PlayStation 2? And he was saying that there were 600 cars in that game? Is that true? Holy crap, 600 cars? That's a lot of cars. Now I'm gonna hit you with this light show, by the way, while it's true? Hot damn. That's a lot of cars. And it's for the PS1. Dude. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. You know, I'm not a car racing girly, but sometimes I'm like, dude, driving a car very fast does sound kind of fun. In Minecraft, I would never drive a car fast. I would never drive a car. I would never drive a car. Now let me actually send my screen. Let's see. Ew, it's working. It's alive, Your Honor. It's alive. Holy crap, it's working. If I press this button, you will see it. If I press the, it worked. Okay, now I just have to fix this, I think. I love that Dallas knew exactly what I was talking about. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dallas. I am in fact watching the Boku no Natsuyasumi, by the way, video. I felt it might be inspirational to what I'm working on at the moment. Why are you small? Why are you small? Who told you could be small? I need you to do like Tom Hanks and become big. Maxi, where's the video where Tim Rogers mentions Gran Turismo? It is Boku no Natsuyasumi. Could I even give you the timestamp? It is around the... It is around the 2-hour mark. I would say perhaps the 1 hour and 50-minute part of Boku no Natsuyasumi by Tim Rogers, Action Button Reviews. This is Snake in my boot. It appears that someone resized this. It wasn't me. They caught me something on the counter. It wasn't me. They even caught it on camera? What do you mean they caught it on camera? There we go. Don't you all love technical difficulties live on stream, by the way? Perfect! Now we can actually get drawing. I almost think we should just go old school and make them really small. Let's make them really small, by which I mean that I'm going to make them like 500 by 500 pixels. All right, first off, I'm gonna stop blinding you, by the way. Here you go. Here's a gray background, by the way. Much better for the eyes, I think. We're gonna do a little bit of a grid, just to give ourselves a little bit of a boundary. And now, hit me with the sketch marker. This is too big. All right, so remember that size is not all that matters. What? This boundary does not represent, you know, small, medium, large, whatever. I'm doing like a Pokemon / Digimon sprite where size is relative, just to make the subject of the image look cool. Okay, got it, good. Okay, so as always, when creating a creature, we want to start with just basic shapes first. Now, originally, I'm like, I think it would be funny if this guy was like a loser. I don't know if I want him to look like a loser again or anymore. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. For now, just big old basic shapes. Just some big old basic shapes. Maxi, this looks like a snake, not a shark. Let me get there, okay? Let me get there, okay? Let me get there. Brother, what does your tail look like? Nobody ever shows the tail of a shark, huh? Why do I feel like there's... Like, I'm gonna draw the wrong tail, and then, like, the fans of aquatic creatures are gonna come for me. They're gonna do what? I think the one way to, like, downplay this guy being a shark is to, like, you know, move the dorsal fin a little bit down, methinks. Now, computer, give me a picture of that revolver on the screen, please. Because I feel like the funny way to go about this, I feel, if what this guy does is that it shoots blasts of energy out of its mouth, nose, stub nose. I mean, there's no, I can't get away with a shark with a pig nose. Pig shark? Shark pig? I cannot possibly get away with that. Can I get a picture of your mouth, please? It is kind of a silly mouth, huh? What if it just looks like a... What if the mouth just looks like a dot? What if we give him a little bit of a dot mouth? And then what? Like, there's the little indicator for the little like sights, the little sights of the revolver. Pig shark, also known as park. There you go. Not Peter Porker, Max. Please do not treat me as though I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Into the Spider-Verse. I did not watch that movie. I keep wanting to watch the movie, but I can't find it streaming anywhere, and I sure as hell I'm not gonna buy it. I just want to watch it once. Peter Porky, there you go. I think perhaps I'm not happy with the shape at all. Let's like dim you out a little bit. Computer, please give me a photo of just literally a fish swimming, please. You know what? What if I look up a picture of a chibi shark, huh? Just to get an idea for how the body's supposed to flow. Not pictures of War Gura. Who asked? I didn't ask for War Gura. Rest in peace. I don't know. Is she dead? Now, these are cute images. Okay, okay. I can definitely work with this. I mean, like, we could step away from the idea that I had of it being kind of like a gun-based shark. But my issue is that, like, we're missing a little bit of theming here. And I'm not 1000% sure how we're going to, like, fix that. No. That can't be. That cannot possibly be my son at the door. Why would my son be at the door? I invited him into the room before stream. It can't be my son deciding that he wants to be in the room now. No, I must be mistaken. That can't be my son. Clearly, I'm about to be house invaded. Step 1. Draw a chibi shark. Although, with it established that it has big ol' eyes. I mean, like we could just lean more on the dwarf shark idea. And what, Maxi? These are just. I was thinking of like the portholes of like submarines / like old timey scuba suits. Big Daddy? Bioshock? Bioshock Shark? By the way, speaking of movies, Peter Porky Pig, my favorite porker. There was a Daffy Duck Porky Pig movie that came out. It came out like 2 years ago, but it was only in movie like contests and stuff like that. But it was it was in theaters for like 2 weeks this year. The Day the Earth Blew Up. Really good, by the way. I was talking about it yesterday, and I'm talking about it some more today. I think it's very good. It was very funny. And if you can find it somewhere, wink, perhaps you should give it a watch. Or not, you know, I'm not your progenitor. You can do whatever you want. Probably make this tail less angly. I like the heart. I like this being kind of like a cutesy, kind of like silly little guy. Now, what kind of eyes? What kind of eyes are you going to have, huh? Actually, I got myself thinking about these lines right here. Kind of like the lines on an EKG. Am I gonna look up what an EKG machine looks like? You know what? Defibrillator. What does a defibrillator look like? It's orange, okay. The defibrillator shark? That's pretty funny. It's got 2 paddles in it. Okay, yeah. I'm quite aware of that. My only issue, Maxi, are defibrillators known for being loud? Perhaps? Now, as for the eyes, let's go back to the eyes for a second. Because I'm thinking of, like, you know, we could do, like... he's stupid. Oh, he's stupid. Okay, alright, well. Yo, you found it, Dale. Hot damn. Good job. Maxi, this so-called shark doesn't have a dorsal fin. I'm getting there, okay? We could make the yo, hi Michael. Hello Michael, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Hello. Hi and bye. Explaining the thread, gonna do boring real life stuff for a bit. No worries. Good luck. He's an orange, thank you. And you're right. Tim Rogers did also bring up Rich Racer. You're correct. Rich Razor. So what I would do is that I would redraw these lines specifically. Maybe even like redraw this, honestly. The thing you need to know about designing a Zetamon, okay, is that you have to just go with your gut feeling and never stop. The moment you start second guessing what you're doing, it's over. So it's best if you just keep going, experimenting with ideas, creating things. Because listen, is this shark the snub-nosed revolver idea that I had? No, but he's adorable. And that's halfway there. They added the Power Rangers to Fortnite? What? They should add a job application to Fortnite? Got him, smoked him. I do realize that this eye can't be poking out as much as it seems. But what if it did, though? What if it did poke out just like that? Wait, sonar. We make this guy the sonar shark. The blast of sound. It doing sonar. Oh my freaking god. Okay. How does sonar work? I believe I have images of sonar like opened up over here. Sonar pulse. There we go. I mean, I definitely think. I mean, we could even have like the pseudo like sonar like style like interface on his eyes. Oh, that's so funny. That is kind of funny, the sonar shark. In that case, wouldn't it be funny if he looked a little bit like a submarine then? Computer, give me pictures of cool submarines. There you go. This is the way to go, by the way. This is 1000% the way to go. He looks like a little submarine. Ah! Yeah, his dorsal fin is all square, like the top part of a submarine. Now, what about its mouth? What about its mouth? Oh yeah, so we're gonna change this pattern. Can I get a picture? What does the hull of a submarine look like? It's just all plating, isn't it? It's all just plating, huh? This could be us, but you plating? Me when I'm flirting with the person at the catering event. This could be us, but you're plating. This tail needs to change shape, by the way. This tail 10,000 million times needs to change. Oh, I'm gonna do the thing where the tail of the shark won't look like a regular shark tail, and all the sharkologists out there are gonna be like, "Excuse me, what the hell is this? This is not what a shark tail looks like, Maxi." Yeah, but this is what a submarine tail look like. You ever think about that? Huh? You ever think about that? Dude, what if you had a kind of a fat tail? What if you had what if you had like a fat tail, huh? Dale, when you say that they added the Power Rangers to Fortnite, do you mean like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? You're saying Tommy, the green/white Power Ranger, is in Fortnite right now? Is that what you're trying to impart onto me? Is this the knowledge I'm being informed of at this moment? It is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Okay, yeah, but when are they gonna add Power Rangers in space, huh? When are they gonna add Wild Force, huh? When are they gonna add Time Force, huh? How many dead people are in Fortnite? I was thinking about that. Well, don't worry, they never did add that Hulk Hogan skin. Oh my god. Guys? When are they gonna add Mystic Force? That was actually after my time. I actually never watched Mystic Force. The last one I watched was Wild Force. The red Power Ranger in Wild Force is such trans mask energy. I feel like if Kendra had watched Wild Force growing up, it would have caused irreparable damage to them. Now my question is, how can I add... How can I make this guy even cuter? Give the impression that he is even nicer, even chiller of a little guy. By the way, this design has gone from like a 1 out of 10. I've been summoned, yo, hi Kendra, hello. What is a cute mouth for a shark? Things that are definitely gonna get me in trouble. I mean, like, this is like... He can't be sad looking, he has to be happy looking, okay? That is kind of a fish mouth. Also, Kendra, how you doing? How you doing, Bozo? See, now he looks like a little bit troubled. He looks like he's having he might be having a bad day. I want him to look happy and exciting. I'm in a pile of feathers. Ultraman when? You want to watch Ultraman, Kendra? Let me look at that. Let me look at this like. I have a whole page of chibi sharks in front of me. I don't want to do like the mouth with teeth. I feel like that's not really cute. We could do like meow. Actually, perhaps like a meow. I feel like I'm an Ultraman professional today. Stairs and pointy teeth. Listen. Okay, definitely the black eyes with no thoughts in them. Maybe if like the tooth was like... Actually, you know what? You know what it is? It's the tooth... Oh, there you go. It's the tooth in the front. Wow. We started like this. This is why I love keeping multiple sketches, by the way, because we went from this to this to this. And this here, this is a primo 10 out of 10 character this time, by the way. Is there anything else I'm missing? Can I please just type into here? Thank you. Old school submarine. Computer, give me a picture of an old school submarine, please. War World 2 submarine. Kamen Rider would be so much fun. Oh, I believe it. Ooh, a diagram of a submarine. You didn't have to. Ooh, okay. I kind of like him. I feel like it's missing something though. I feel like it's missing like one more detail, and I don't know what it is. Is it color separation? Is it perhaps just the gills? Is it just like, and it's the little hole for its ear hole? And it's its ear hole. And then what? Want to just give him like, some gills on the side? Kendra, I think you'll do just fine. Kendra's like, how am I supposed to comment on a hot character and not mention they're hot? I think you might have been invited to this podcast under the assumption that you would fanboy over how hot that character is. Alright, computer, duplicate me this layer, flip it around. I'm having second doubts about the mouth. Me when my prom date wants to play a move on me, and I promised that we would kiss, but then I'm like, well, perhaps maybe not on the mouth. Wait, is there an implication happening right now that Kendra Purpleface PhD is somehow attracted to bad boys? No way. No way. There's no way that Kendra Purpleface PhD is attracted towards bad boys. No way. Oh, sorry, I confused that. I confused Dallas. You were talking about Deadmau 5. Okay. That makes a lot more sense, actually. I was so ready to have a whole narrative about how Kendra has a crush on bad boys. And I was gonna do a whole thing where I was gonna like reference bad boys from media and be like, that's right, Kendra core. So I have bad news for you, buddy. Your eyes are huge because you have no thoughts inside of them. There you go. Now my question is, can I make this mouth better? I think moving the mouth up is definitely like the way to go. It'd be kind of funny if like, you know what? How about if instead of getting lost in the sauce, here's Maxi's like top #1 tip, by the way, for designing Zetamon is to not get lost in the sauce, okay? Maybe the mouth is a little bit too high up. I'm gonna reposition the mouth. Can I get what markings on submarines look like? Is there perhaps a porthole or something I can just draw on this guy? Let's go with a series of portholes like down this way. Computer, can you please angle these portholes, by the way? Thank you, thank you. There we go. I like him. He's chunky and he's dumb. I like him. Am I going to clean the line art? I could attempt cleaning up. You know, let's do like a really quick just cleanup of the line art, okay? Just a real quick one with my hard pixel brush. I do kind of want this to just be like one curve though. You know what? I'm not gonna concern myself with these being super clean lines. The issue, by the way, when I'm being a hard ass right now is that I've been struggling quite a bit with my art lately. So I am practicing the time-old tradition of just keep going even if it looks like bad and you don't like it. I'm gonna just keep going. Wahoo! I'm just gonna keep going. By the way, I was doing the crossword. My father-in-law is back. My father-in-law went on a trip for a couple of weeks. He's back. And we decided to start catching up on the crosswords. We do the crosswords together. It's just a nice little family activity. Last Sunday's puzzle was entirely Star Trek themed. And it led to some hilarity, man. Kitty, who has never seen a Star Trek thing, was like, oh, this is definitely a thing that character said. That has got to be the answer. And then I'm like, are you sure about that? And there was a really, by the way, spoilers for Star Trek movie, for a Star Trek movie that came out before you were born. One of the prompts was, you know, something about Kirk making a sacrifice. Kirk, of course, being Captain Kirk, the protagonist, one could say, of Star Trek. And Kitty was like, it must be Captain Kirk because he died. He sacrificed himself in the movie. And then I'm like, what are you talking about? And Kitty was like, yeah, it's the movie where he dies. And I'm like, Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan, the one who dies. Oh, does Kirk actually die in a movie? Oops. Anyways, I roasted Kitty about how in The Wrath of Khan, Spock is the one who dies. Don't worry, they got him back. They got him back, okay? They went to the store and picked up another one, okay? Don't even worry about it. They got another Spock at home, okay? He dies in like Nexus or whatever. There you go. I mean, everyone dies at some point. Among other things, Kitty and I took the break from crosswords to watch a bunch of TV, by the way. I haven't gotten to talk about this because we were just playing a silly game yesterday. But Kitty and I watched we watched Squid Games Part 2 and Squid Games Part 3. We watched the entirety of Squid Games Part 3 in one day. And I'm happy we did because it wasn't very good. I have many thoughts about this movie. Yeah. No spoil, please, I'm behind. I will not spoil them. I was actually ready for you to bring up, like, I was ready for Kendra to say a thing and be like, well, we shouldn't spoil, but okay. Because I know, I 1000% know, that when Kendra watches a scene, Kendra will text me personally and be like, what the hell is this? And then I'll be like, I know. I too am baffled as to why this choice was made. Dude, we started like this, and then we ended up like this. Dude, art is incredible. Everyone should try making some art. What about you, Maxi? No. I think I've made enough art for today. I'm kidding. We gotta make a couple more of these. The K-pop idol. I have no idea what you're talking about. Also, you asked me to not spoil anything. So, henceforth, consider me, I don't exist, and I'm not here. Maxi, what about the color palette, Maxi? Don't talk to me about the color palette, okay? Do not talk to me about the color palette. I don't want to talk about the color palette. We said we were gonna go with a blue. Let's go with let's do like a steely blue. A steely blue and yellow, perhaps. Sorry for going quiet. Yo, Juliana, hi. How you doing today? Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm creating little guys from my little guy game. Perhaps we will edit the face later, but for now we're gonna push forward. I want a steely blue. Maybe even like a steely purple, perhaps. That's a good start. Merge you, clip you, and then we're gonna contrast you with like a nice, like, you know, yellow. There you go. Very cute guy, thank you. He has no thoughts in his little brain. We could even make this like a different color altogether, but we'll get there. So if it's two colors, I'm still thinking of the idea of the sonar. But I'm not 1000% sure about that. What color goes best here? I mean, really, it would be like a bluish, honestly. Let's make a guy that's maybe it might be a little bit matchy, but let's try it. We're gonna fill you in with the same color as what's above you, and we're gonna just, you know. Now, above this, we really do need the tooth and the eyes to be white, so He's very cute. He's very cute. He's coming along pretty well. Now let's mess with your colors a little bit. I kind of like the greenish blue is kind of like winning me over, brother. There we go. There you go. What if? Hear me out, okay? What if? Oh my god, he's so stupid. He's so stupid. Oh my god, he's adorable. I love him. All right. Locking it in. Let me just Maxi, you should not be putting highlights on this guy, okay? This is not what we're here for today, Maxi. Yeah, well, who's gonna stop me? You and what army, okay? He's cute, and I want to give him a little bit of a highlight, okay? There we go. Now, chat, I am deeply in need of a name for this guy. I think I'm done showing you this. There you go. I'm going to export you as a JPEG just to save on size, by the way. Export you as a JPEG. Put you on Dropbox. Your name is gonna be Shark Boy and Lava Girl, the JPEG. Alright. We put the iPad aside. We're going to step over here. I'm moving the chat over to this side. And now I'm gonna go over to my Dropbox folder and now drop him. Boom. Perfect. There he be. He's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. So now, close this. Perhaps close you. This might be fine enough. I mean, I'm just go all the way over here. Give me another big one, and you're gonna be let's name this feller. So, shark, tiburon, which is Spanish for shark, submarine, echo, sonar, and now we're gonna start mixing words together. So, where's my bottle? There we go. It's a little shark. Tiburon. Sharblip. Uboark. Tiburon scene. I like shark. Like, the blip is kind of fun. I kind of like that. What was the original name? Original name for submarines. They were U-boats, weren't they? Sub. Shorp. Submersible. Thank you. No, U-boats were not. No, not the U-boat. Sharkmersible. That's pretty good. So I do kind of want to keep in tone the fact that, like, you know, this guy uses sound to fight, to defend itself. It swims around and uses its bioelectricity to release blasts of sound to keep itself hidden from would-be enemies and other larger Zetamon. Sonar. I feel like if it was like nar, it would be like a little bit. It sounds too like harsh. This is a silly little guy. It's a silly little guy, right? Something ping? Ooh, I like ping. Ping is not bad. Ping. I also like blip. Like there's a blip is definitely like, you know. I mean like we could give him a little tongue and we just call him blep instead. Like that'd be kind of funny. I feel like that's cute. Submarblip. Submarblip. Submarine. Shark. Tiburon. What is the name for the shark genus? Shark genus. The Requiem shark? What, he's gonna play me a song now? I just want shark, man. Just give me a regular shark. Wait, what's your name? What is Carcharhinus Umblirioncho? Blipper? Ooh, Blipper is not bad. Blipper is pretty cute, actually. Blipper is pretty funny. Perhaps changing the color scheme to be a little bit lighter perhaps would help with that. Blipper is really good. What about Blepper? Blepper? Bleps the shark? Bleps. What's the Japanese word for shark? Shark in Japanese. Blep blep. Blep blep is blip blep. Blip blip blip. Blip blip. Same? It is Same. That's funny. Blepper. Blepper. Blep hair. They do make the blep blep sound. Blip, blip, bleep. Blip, 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 blip. Bleep, blip, bleep, blip. Ah! Bleep, 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 bleep. That's the sound they make. Oh my god, Juliana. I actually think Blip Blip is like so good. I'm sorry. It's just Blip Blip. It's just Blip Blip. That's actually really good. Probably change the color scheme. But this is pretty good. This is actually really good. This is actually really good. We're gonna add, can you please give me a row below this, by the way? Thank you, I appreciate that. Blip blip. Blip blip. It makes so much sense! It makes so much sense! That's why they call them blip blips! It's the sound they make! Your name is now rename file. Where the hell is it? Rename. Blip blip. Always update. Now you're blip blip. Blip blip. The color scheme 1000% has to change to be a little bit more colorful, I think. But definitely this is the way to go. Alright. I am going to open that note. No, could you please just open it on like a new tab, please? There we go, thank you. Just hit me with like, yo, life comes at you so fast. Go on, explain. One day you're worried if it's too cheesy to wear a band t-shirt to their concert, and then the next day you're covering yourself in feathers as a bit. Blip blip. And then Kendra follows with, and then you're sitting on the floor, hands steaming, shed goose feathers to make a full seraphim costume. Yep. No. It actually checks out. The funny thing is that it in fact checks out. All right. Zetamon Wave 2-2. We start. For Artemis, I don't know what Kendra's watching. I don't know who Kendra's gonna go. It's funny because, like, you know, I'm in a group chat with Kendra, and like, I don't think Kendra ever mentioned who they're gonna go see. I have no idea. They're just making a full Seraphim outfit. All right, fellas. Just then, it is Le Seraphim. Okay. I took myself a delicious sip of water. I strongly suggest you hydrate. And if you would like to support the stream, please consider leaving a like and supporting me through coffee.com/mkirin. It helps a lot. Thank you. Now, let me get up and stretch, and then we'll begin the cosmic dance anew. All right. Let's freaking do this, okay? Let's freaking do this. First off is size. Rice? First off is size. Let's roll a d10 for size. Another tiny Zetamon. You know, I'm not fudging anything. I am not gonna fudge anything, okay? If the powers that be would like this guy to literally look like this, then like that's on them, not me. Maxi, I literally looked into the file name that you uploaded. It wasn't called Shark Boy and Lava Girl. What the hell, Maxi? Yeah, I'm a liar. You should know this about me. Evasion +1. Sneak +1. After getting the size, we're gonna do the shape. Let's roll a d100 to see what shape this guy is. 58. Thank God. If it were going to be a shark again, I was gonna throw myself off of a. It's like. Alright, so shark is 60. We rolled 58. This is a swimmer. This is a semi-aquatic, mostly aquatic being that has flippers. Well, thankfully, it is like the entirety of like the animal kingdom that is like water-based, but it isn't a whale, shark, beluga, eel, seal, walrus, or sea drake. So you know what? Let's make another Pisces. We had no Pisces in the original list of characters, so let's jump in. It's flippers again. Shape is in fact swimmer. Dolphin, swordfish. See, there you go. You're already thinking about it. There's many options. Locomotion is going to be flippers, which is HP and swim. So we get ourselves a +1 HP, and we get ourselves a swim +1, which means that you could, once this guy grew up, you could actually write it as a, I don't know the English word. Is that what a walrus is, or a sea lion? Don't tell me that they call them sea wolves. And now we're gonna do the trait A and the trait B. So 2d4s, let's send it. 2 and 3. No, I'm confusion. Okay, it's a sea lion. Okay, that makes sense. It was 2 and 3, right? It is 2 and 3. Okay, perfect. 2 and 3. It is bubble cannon and underwater jet. Okay, all right. Traits. The traits are bubble cannon and underwater jet. I should be writing this down. It is flippers, Babel Canon, and underwater jet. And then we have one more after this. This is Blast and Play. Finally, an attacking move. +1. Play +1. And then Speed +1. And Swim +1. So it's another two banger. This guy's got 2 Swim as well. Let's go over to Affinity, and Weakness. All right, so please, for the love of God, not 2. Anything but a 2. I beg you. I implore you. It's a 3. It's Aqua. Thank God. Finally, it's just a fish. Oh my God. Thank God. It's just a fish. What are you weak to, brother? 4. You're weak to bio. Okay. No. You're weak to dust. Let me double check what. If that was a 4, that is dust. Yeah. Dude, it's weak to dust. That's actually interesting. I think that's fun. I think it's fun. Excuse me? Dale said apparently the director of Shark Boy and Lava Girl has children named Rebel and Racer, and Rogue, Racket, and Rhiannon. Only one of those names is not silly. And now, because it's an Aqua boy / girl / feller, we're gonna roll on the Aqua trait table. So this is gonna be, once again, a D36, sending it. It is 4 then 2. So 4 then 2. So it's gonna, this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Then 2. Power Jets. This Zetamon has 2 black appendages that pushes water through at high speeds, not unlike a boat's jets. Okay. More speed, more swim. Fast swim guy. Okay. Guy is fast. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Maxi, are you referencing American Pie, the song, not the movie, right now? Oh, I like that song. I'm old. Speed +1. Swim +3? Dude! +3 to swim is pretty good. Especially in the early game. Unfortunately, this guy's tiny, so like, you know. It could be like a clownfish. What is this? After the affinity trait, it's literally just time to just envision what this guy looks like. So let's open good old Google. Close all this. I don't need all these shark taps anymore. I'm done with sharks. Lego fish. What fish have a Lego made? It's literally just like a This is fair. This is what I get for googling Lego fish. Anyways, strangest fish of nature. I mean, it could be an anglerfish. I don't think so. What's the fastest fish? Oh, a moray eel. I do love moray eels, though. They're weird. They're silly guys. What the hell is the dragonfish? Oh, don't Google the Okay, fellas, don't Google the dragonfish, by the way. Yeah, don't Google the dragonfish. He's messed up. The viperfish? Dude, okay, I get it, okay? You're all long and have big teethers, okay? So what? So what? How do you defend yourself, by the way? You defend yourself using blast, huh? You shoot water, okay? You're an aqua type Zetamon, okay? I want strange fish. I mean, I guess it could be the blobfish, I guess. It could be the movie The Blob fish. You know what? Animal Crossing New Horizons fish. That's right. List of fish in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Let's go. Koi? Oh, they're Rancho goldfish. I love the Rancho goldfish. Yo, that's fun, Juliana. I love that. I mean, like, a part of me is almost like, This guy is small. This is a tiny fish. So I don't want to go crazy. I like the Rancho Goldfish because he's got a really funny face. Other than that, I don't want to make a salmon or a sturgeon or a pike, my beloved, my favorite fish, the sturgeon. A beta fish would be interesting, actually. A piranha? I could make a piranha because we made Blip Blip is all like cute and silly. We could make like a fish who's like a bit of an asshole. He's a little bit of a douche. My one thing is that its primary feature is that it has power jets. So I'm thinking about like how would that feature look like? You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold up. Dallas is... Oh my god. What if your fencing sword had a propeller at the end? I'm actually thinking of the swordfish idea. Rocket propelled sword. There has got to be a video game that has a sword with a rocket at the... Well, no, I'm not thinking of a rocket in the back of the blade, Monster Hunter. Okay, we've been there. I want a sword that has a propulsion thing at the bottom. Metal Gear Rising has that. Dude, we make the Katanamon. Although I do realize Jetstream Sam. Wait, hold up. It is kind of interesting though. Like I'm looking at all these like, imagine the shape of the katana, but what if instead of the long handle, it was like a fish's body? And like, yeah, like what if instead of like it having a long snoot, it just like it swims around to catch ya with the top of its head. My only issue is that isn't really a blast Zetamon. That is my one thing. It does kind of make sense for like being good at swimming though. What a great excuse to look at GIFs from Metal Gear Rising. Thank you, by the way. Shoutouts to Dallas, by the way. That is a pretty cool looking sword. I must say, that is pretty cool. Oh, okay. I gotta have this image in the references actually. Okay, computer, steal me this image, please. And now we're just gonna straight up just leave one here for name Lamau. We're gonna go to this is where we're gonna lose our minds coming up with names. Now we're gonna go referencias. Definitely like I definitely like the little like notches in there. Like there's a vision here. There's definitely a vision here. I almost feel like maybe like a beta fish would make more sense for like how flowy it is. Let me go grab the beta fish entry from Animal Crossing and we'll take that as reference. Well, maybe not you now that I'm looking at you. Well, it would be really funny. It would be really funny. It would be really funny if this Zetamon was just like it's this guy but with that sword on his head, you know? Like I feel like that might be a little bit too goofy. In your very serious game, Maxi, this is a fair point. This is a fair point. I'm trying to think how I would make this work. Alternatively, you know what? I should do the thing that I said I was gonna do. By the way, that sound you're hearing, don't worry about it, okay? What's the fastest fish? Fastest fish, okay? What are the fastest fish in the whole world, okay? Number 1 is the black marlin. Is this in reverse order? No, it is. 129 kilometers per hour, huh? That's pretty good. That's actually that's pretty good. That's pretty good actually. You know what? I'm thinking this fish Zetamon is gonna be more like oh, what is it called? Barraskewda? Barraskewda from Pokemon? No, it's Veluza. I'm thinking of Veluza. I'm thinking of Veluza, where it's a really slender looking fish, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a very slender looking fish, I think. Let me just finish reading this BBC Science Focus article. Sailfish, 110 kilometers per hour. The striped marlin, 80 kilometers. Dude, you dropped off. The wahoo? The wahoo? What the hell's a wahoo fish? The slender fish? Kendra, I swear to God. Okay, is this fish named after... Where are you from? I don't want to make fun... Because it's spelled like wahoo. And I'm like, this is not a Hawaiian fish. It's just spelled wahoo, W-A-H-O-O. Why are they called wahoos? I kind of love him, though. I'm falling in love. Wahoo fish. Dude. Why are there pictures of him next to a mahi mahi? Are you actually a Hawaiian fish, by the way? Is that why you're called wahoo? But it's not like U-H-A-U-A wahoo. It's W-A-H-O-O. Anyways, this is definitely like, it's this, but we're gonna make him look like a nerd, I think. That or we make him look like, you know, like he's mad. Could I get a POV of a sword aimed towards the viewer? Could that perhaps be like the inspiration for it? The katana fish, there you go. Katana 3D model so that I can spin it around. This is the kind of stuff that you have to do, by the way, when you want to be a crazy little bitch like Max, by the way. Sketchfab, could I please can I please just open this model, by the way? I just want to take a photo of it in a particular angle, please. Hello, yes? Am I not legally allowed to just open this file? There it is. Loading 3D model, thank you. This... Oh my god. The way... I'm so smart, fellas. The way that I was able to literally get exactly what I wanted. There you go. This is the angle, by the way. This is the angle. This is the angle for this fish, by the way. Yeah, it looks like the tip of the sword. Angled this way. And it has like a turbine kind of thing on its back. There you go. Turbine. Oh, just, computer, give me a picture of a turbine, please. Okay, perhaps underwater turbine. All right. Yeah, with the 3 blades and everything. Like, it's fins. Perfect. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. Onwards, fellas. Let's bring the iPad back. if I don't drop my bottle, by the way. How y'all doing, by the way? I am very much in the zone. I'm having a good time. You know, I have to say, you know, I'm making big changes to Zetamon off stream. But while I'm working on that, it's just refreshing to be able to just work on the creatures, which again, the game's is gonna need a bunch of creatures to begin with, so it's comfortable to just, you know, be working on these little guys. Alright, so I'm gonna have to relink you, I think. I do have to relink you, okay. I have to activate my ritual card to summon relinquished from the extra deck. That's not true. Ritual monsters don't live in the extra deck. Don't believe Maxi, by the way. Don't believe the Maxi that says the lies, by the way. Alright. Welcome back to the world of the drawing, by the way. I am your host, I'm Kirin. Am I gonna just use the hard lines? Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. I do prefer this brush over anything else. So, if we want to follow what I designed before, which is this kind of like sword angle to the front, a very slender fish with a pointy end that it may or may not be inspired by a sword. Even though it shoots jets, Maxi, it's cool, okay? Don't forget about the rule of cool, okay? Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Again, I'm literally just drawing the sword first before I do anything else. It's not gonna look like a sword, okay? But we have to start somewhere, and these are the shapes that make the most sense to me. Let's immediately liquefy you, by the way. This works, by the way. This actually, like, kind of works in a strange way. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with it before I really mess it up. We're gonna flip it back. We're gonna dim you out. We're gonna super dim you out. And I feel like the core of the tail, I think. I'm not gonna make this 3-dimensional. We're just gonna make it 2-dimensional, okay? It's fine. We have this angle right here. Boom. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Whatcha. Whatcha. So, Maxi, where is the fish face gonna be, Maxi? Well, the thing you need to understand is that a lot of these fish have, like, their mouths kind of like this away. We could even perhaps like angle this, perhaps cut it this away, so that there's a bit of a separation like right here. I mean, again, the last guy we did was baby, so even though these two fish are the same size, I actually like the idea of like, you know, sure, this guy is tiny, you know, it's half a foot tall. But nonetheless, it can still, you know, it can still look imposing or interesting, you know? Oh, making the chin spiky. Oh my god. Maxi, you're cooking, Maxi? Everyone steer clear. Please steer clear from the stove. I'm cooking. So if we were to follow the direction of the blade, where would... Okay, if we put you like this away, if we put you here... Does that make sense? No. Delete it, don't worry about it, Maxi. my question is, where do I put the eyes? Okay, well, let's look at the fastest fish in the whole. It's not the fastest fish. It's like the 4th fastest fish. It's the wahoo. So it needs space for its fins. So let's give it some space for its fins. I like it. Perhaps we can even like angle the shape of the blade like this to imply, you know, that it is not a perfectly like straight shape. Now let me go over to my pictures of turbines, because I do actually think perhaps like the best way to go about doing this for this is it's gonna be like, you know, a tubular like shape, perhaps even, you know, some sort of tubular shape. Shut up, don't laugh about it, okay? And what, like here is what, like all the blades are just here. I feel like, I mean, that's interesting. My only issue is the perspective is getting a little bit funky here. We're running out of space for this guy. This gets a little bit too long to draw. And I'm thinking, how would I draw a turbine in perspective? And if you're here, then that means that each of the blades are in this direction, which means it's like what, like meh, meh, meh. I guess the turbines need to be much bigger than this, I think. Perhaps we can stretch this part. Perhaps make this just look like a little knob. Let's increase the size of the brush, by the way. No, perhaps the idea of the turbine is not super working. There is something here though. Could I perhaps just apply? I mean, like, fish are fast without the need of a turbine at the end of their body, right? Then why don't I just follow the shape of the sword? Forget about the turbine, man. Just follow the shape of the sword, the shape of the fish, by the way. And what does the wahoo look like? Its body ends, it narrows up, and it's a big old wide tail. I almost feel like it might be best. This is gonna be horrible, by the way. Please, everybody, just please hold on. Hold on, we're going through some turbulence right now. So it would be something like that. This helps us use. My only issue with this is that, like, it no longer looks as dynamic as I thought it would. We could perhaps shorten it a little bit. And okay, you know what? We're going to cut and paste you on a different layer. And what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna save a duplicate of this in case that we super mess this up. We're gonna grab you. I feel like the way to go here is to give the sense that this guy is churning so fast. Kendra says chat. Juliana says Kendra. Should I do a full face of makeup and wardrobe for a non-video podcast appearance? Are you sure that, I mean, like, are your co-hosts gonna see you? You should at least, like, you know, be presentable. I don't think you should do an outfit for a thing that you're not gonna be in video for. But definitely be presentable, you know? Be presentable. Be presentable. This is better, by the way. This gives us a little bit more vertical space. Kendra, ask the friend in the group chat that knows you're currently panicking a little bit regarding your Seraphim outfit. Perhaps don't try to make a whole new fit for the podcast you're going to be on later tonight. I get to be on with someone really cool. No, not make a fit. Yeah, but you're still going to be like, you know, just put on a shirt nice. Well, what was the alternative? Were you going to just, what was the alternative? You show up on the call, topless, fresh fade. This kind of works, man. We're gonna have to like redraw these. Maxi, did you hesitate on show up tits out because of my dysphoria flare? I'm gonna be 1000% honest with you, okay? I wasn't thinking about that. I wondered for 2 seconds if it would be inappropriate for me to say that. And then I'm like, no, Kendra would think it's funny. Because then I do the whole setup where, like, you're going to show up topless. But then, like, I do want to say, it would still be, like, inappropriate to show up topless. Regardless of what kind, what hardware you have. It would still be weird to be topless. In a podcast call. No matter what hardware you have, it would still be weird. I want to make that clear, by the way. This isn't about, anyone's particular bits. Kendra says topless, full face of makeup, sucks. Kendra lives in a dangerous world known as New York City. Dude, the way this guy's coming together, crazy. The Baywatch review with David Hasselhoff, there you go. I also thought Kendra would appreciate the comedy of, first off, it's a callback to a bit we have with Cade, but also the idea that, yeah, you're topless, but you got a fresh fade. I mean, that's got to be that should amount to something, right? Guys, you can't be mad at me. Look at how fresh my fade is. When I got up this morning, I really didn't think I was going to have to draw 2 completely different styles of fish. That really wasn't in my bingo table for today, but you know what? This does work, though. This does work. All right. Katana Digivolve 2. Dude, I didn't know I could draw fish. This is the crazy thing about, like, making art. You just realize you can just draw things. All right, what else do you need, buddy? What else do you need, my good? You have undulated like fins near the end. You got it. You got it, Mr. Wahoo. Mr. Wahoo. It's funny because this looks like the grip of a sword, man. God damn it, this does look like a sword. Okay, the name for this guy has got to be like some sort of swordfish pun. And now, for the face, the most important part. I realized with this little lip that fish do have, I could make him look like an old man. I could make him look... I was thinking of just making him look like an idiot. But perhaps, you know what? What is the name of the... Oh, it's this... beetle that has an old man's face on its back. That is the one. That, or I guess if you flip it upside down, it looks like a skull. That is spooky, actually. Maxi, how did you know about the beetle that looks like it has a man's face on its back? Not just from Animal Crossing. I actually, I remember watching a really old episode of Ripley's Believe It or Not. Maxi, you're old, Maxi. I know, I'm old. I'm getting over it. Dude, this is not bad. This is not bad? Who am I? What did I do to the Max that couldn't draw? I'm also old, says Juliana. Let's go. Old buddies. No, definitely not down there. Not down there. There we go. Is this it? I don't think I'm gonna clean your line work because I want to make one more Zetamon today. So I'm gonna just clean up your chin just a little bit. What if I give him the Giga Chat chin, huh? Are you missing a detail, son? What about, I guess, your nose hole? I guess you don't have a nose hole, huh? Back in the day, you used to have to get your conspiracy theories from pricey Ripley's covers with a 3-month wait at your elementary school library. Those were the days. Those were the days. Back when I actually believed in UFOs, yep. There was a time when I thought. And now, I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Me think? I wouldn't dream. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. I was the biggest UFO kid? What do you mean was? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Is this face too grumpy? Because I am almost thinking of like the samurai swordsmith kind of like face, you know? What, do I give him like a little like headdress or something? I don't know. Give him a little pompadour. There you go. You know what? We give him a little hat. A little hat. You know, we give him the little hat with the propeller. There you go. Perhaps the colors will be what makes this guy stand out. Look, listen, I don't want to be that person, but I'm like, if there is extraterrestrial life, I can't speak. I think that if they've been paying attention the last couple of years, they're like, fuck, this planet is done for. We gotta move on. There is nothing here, brother. We thought there was intelligent life in this planet. Turns out there isn't. Little crow's feet at the edges of the eyes. Let's go. This is pretty good. All right, I am not gonna do clean. I'm not gonna clean your line work. We're just gonna color you, brother. Okay. Perfect. Can I get your line color, please? Oh my god, there's two kinds of fish inside of you. One is this guy and one is this guy. I don't know if I want to combine those layers yet. So you're weak to dust, huh? So perhaps you can't swim as fast in a muddy ass area. Makes sense to me. So your primary color is usually your element. So a nice big bright blue, perhaps a big blue even. I do want to take inspiration from the wahoo. So give me like a nice, like, you know, fishy blue, please. And then if dust is usually like a brown, a yellow, these colors usually live like right around here. So the complete opposite of those guys is unfortunately more blue. I mean, I could take the color implications of wait, hold up. This is meant for as a sword. What are we doing? Kendra says, I'm still sad that COVID gave us just boring racist conspiracy culture flare-up. Oh yeah. When the Victorians got the Spanish flu, they got really into seance. Kendra, you're forgetting that they also had full-on boring racist conspiracies as well, Kendra. I'm sorry to break it to you. They also had stupid. Again, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you know, people in the past were also racist, Kendra. True, but we didn't get the fun side. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I had fun with Animal Crossing New Horizons, so, you know. A sword is usually just, like, silver, right? What's the best way to make silver? What, like a very, like, you know, like a... kind of the saturated purple, perhaps? And then what? What? Because the traditional katana has a little bit of gold in it. Traditional Japanese katana. Kendra says, what time should I schedule the Discord seance? I'm in. Nothing is going to happen, but I'll hang out. I'll make bits while, you know, you're all seriously, earnestly trying to contact someone, anything. So definitely we're gonna have like the gold trim. The gold trim you usually see in katanas, in the katana. I wonder if we can have like the repeating pseudo like sheath pattern, perhaps. This is gonna be a little bit hard to like emulate, but you know, again, I don't have to get it right now today. Let me look at my good friend, by the way. This makes me want to research seances. I mean, you know, I'm all up for people doing some research. I'm all up for researching. Research is fun. Don't let people trick you into that sense that doing any kind of reading is homework. That's how we got to the mess that we're currently in, man. Where people disrespect education. Where, like, you know, it's just fun to learn new things. So definitely a bit of a darker blade, so we can have the white kind of serve as like the little shine. Back to images of sorts, by the way. Give me like a really nice, just garish gold. Honestly, just give me a big old garish gold. Give me a big old Gary's Mod gold, please. By the way, I'm pretty sure you did, but Kendra, did you see that video of people using Gary's Mod to get through real ID checks, by the way? You must have seen it. It's so funny because like it means you could use like Vtubers to get through the real ID like H check stuffs. It's so silly, man. I heard about that lemao. Oh my god. It's pretty silly. It do be pretty silly. And then what? And then what? And I mean, really, the sheath should really come up all the way up to underneath the wings, actually. Wings, Maxi? I'm sorry, I meant the fins. Please, put down the knife, okay? I'm sorry. It's pretty good. Kendra says, I hate this. I can't remember what I had to do it for. I was like, if this recognizes me as an adult, I will almost be more mad. It's calling me old. I can't believe that I managed to make katana fish actually work, by the way. Katana fish, huh? Are there any other details that have like golden in a regular sword? I don't think so. We're probably gonna have to do a little bit of creative work though, just to kind of weave in the color separation. We could also make this guy stand out by giving him yellow instead of white of the eyes. And then what? Just a couple of these like fins, just for more color separation. This feels good to me. Now let's do some highlights in here. A 1,000,000%. Give me a line here. Give me a little bit of a line here. A big old thick line, and then a very thin, baby thin line coming this way. Big old line here. Entirely white. entirely white. When people ask me about my... No, Kitty could be here anytime now. You can't make that joke, Maxi. You're right, you're right. I love my wife. Kitty would laugh at that joke, okay? I want to make this very clear. Kitty would laugh at that joke. This is pretty good. I wonder what if I had the little like, no, I don't want you guys to be like also colored in. I will also need a little bit of this, by the way, for the eye. No, not at all, actually. Actually, maybe yes. This is good. This is really good. Hot damn. Hot damn. 2 fishies, 1 stream, huh? How does this guy use blast, Maxi? Don't talk to me, okay? Don't talk to me. There are many reasons why this guy looks the way he does, okay? Alright, I am going to now export this image. Please enjoy the sight of this dumbass while I export this image. Give me a quick second. JPEG, please. Export this one, 50 kilobytes. Love that. Katana fish. The rumble fish. Could this be the rumble fish that I've heard so much about? Alright. iPad is off. Let's talk about this guy. We're back here, by the way. Welcome back. Katana fish. Perfect. All right, now we gotta make a name for this guy. So this guy looks like a sword. It's tiny. Yeah, well, he's still as sharp as a blade. I almost kind of want to do like I almost kind of want to do an editorial edit and give him sharp +1. I'll make a note here, okay? I'll make a note. Put it somewhere, Maxi. Swordfish? Wait a minute. I don't feel like anyone... Swordfish with a PH. There you go. Note. Would it make more sense for it to have +1 slash instead of +1 blast? Maybe. To me, I feel like this guy makes a lot more sense as a guy that cuts you as he swims really fast towards you. But we'll see. Swordfish. Alright, so. Katana. Wahoo! Swordfish. What do we call swordfish in Spanish? Don't say it's pescado espada. Swordfish in Spanish. Is it just marlin? Pez espada. That's so much dumb. That is so dumb. It is pez espada. It is just literally fish sword. But because Spanish syntax is in reverse, by the way, it doesn't mean fish sword. It just means swordfish. If you want to say fish sword, it would be espada pez. So, I'm not gonna look up names of swords. That's dumb. Names of Japanese swords. There you go. Masamune? Could I make Masamune something in here? We know that Same is Japanese for shark. I mean wakizashi. There's no way I could freaking get wakizashi in there somehow. Wakizashi. There's no way I could freaking get wakizashi in there somehow. There's no way I could freaking get wakizashi in there somehow. There's no way I could freaking get wakizashi in there somehow. There's no way I could freaking get wakizashi in there somehow. There's no way I could freaking get wakizashi in there somehow. I could try. Daisho. The Muramasa cursed sword. The Holy Masamune sword. There you go. Alright, let me think. Slashy fish. There you go. He's slishy slash. Wacky sushi? Dallas is fucking cooking instead of wakisashi. Wakisashi sword. Isn't this the one that was used for the Sudokuing? I'm pretty sure this was used for the Sudokuing, now that I think about it. We're not gonna think about that. I'm actually gonna not think about that. I mean, like, we could... Wahoo sushi. Wahoo sushi. Waki sushi is interesting. Waka sushi? Waka sushi? We make him blunt instead? We make him a crush guy instead? I don't know if this is insensitive. Wahoo is so much fun as a name. You can eat them? No, there's no eating of Zetamon. Origin of the fish named Wahoo! Why is it called that? Who named it? Brother, this article is like upside down. I can't read this. It's a mackerel. I didn't know that. In Central America, it's called peto. In Japan, it's called kamasu sawara. Kamasu. There are no records where it's called a wahoo? I don't know where that sound came from, by the way. Daikatuna? That's so good. Daikatuna. Fuck. Everyone sit down. Everyone go home. Daikatuna is... Oh my god. Kitty just got here at Daikatuna. Dallas, I'm shaking your hand. Dallas, I'm shaking your hand. Pizza's on me, boys. Daikatuna is a great name. Oh, by the way, hi Kirin. Let me show you what we've been making today. How you doing, wifey? Hello. We have made 2 Zetamon so far. We made the sonar powered tiny fish known as bleep 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 bleep. That's him, by the way. He's a little submarine fish. And then for the second Zetamon that we're just wrapping up right now, I also got another small fish. That's not true. The first one was a tiny shark. This is a tiny fish. We ended up going with a bit of a katana theme, a little bit of a sword theme. And it's this guy. And Dallas just came up with the incredibly great name, Daikatuna. That is so good. That name is so good. It's so good. Give Dallas the jingle. Daikatuna. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that, babe. You're having an awful day. Big chunk. Little chunk. Perhaps I could make him look a little bit less old, but there you go. A portmanteau of katana and nigiri sushi. Maybe. Katanigiri? That's so funny. Kitty says, I'm tired. We had a lost dog turned in without a chip and only an air tag. So I've been playing phone tag, trying to see who could get me the phone number of the tag. I love these guys. Thank you. It's Daikatuna. Daikatuna is so good, Dallas. Once again, thank you. This is the greatest gift that anyone's ever given me. If I remove you, everything is fine. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna copy all of this. We're gonna go back to Zetamon Wave 2. And we're gonna add... Give me a row underneath this, by the way. And then we're gonna remove this note, and there we go. Blip blip. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Blip blip and Daikatuna. We're gonna make one more Zetamon today. I'm gonna go long, I don't care. We're making a third Zetamon today. I said that I would, and welcome. I'm doing it. This is Daikatuna. Why didn't you rename to Daikatuna, by the way? It's fine. Where's rename? Where's Rename? Where's Rename? Wait. I see. Mistakes have been made. Rename you to who gives a damn. I'll delete you later. Rename this to Zetamon 2. Perfect. It opens that. Perfect. I'm gonna now rename you. I'll learn this program someday, by the way. Now it's Daikatuna. Perfect. That's good to hear, though, Kitty. You know, at least the little guy's doing okay. Zetamon 3. Perfect. All right. And so we begin work on our last boy for today's stream. Maxi, will there be dailies today? We did dailies yesterday, so. Zetamon Wave 2, 3. I'm gonna get up and stretch, drink some water. And we'll jump in and work on the third Zetamon of the day. Hopefully not another Pisces. Nah, I did a bunch of dailies yesterday. You know what? Since I'm going long today, after I finish the Zetamon, if there's still time, I'll do dailies. Why not? Maybe an Aquarius. Could you imagine? Yeah, it's a good thing that I got up. Oh, I needed to get up. Okay. 3 Zetamon. That is my quota for the day. I think I will do the editorial change and change Daikatuna from Blast to Sharp. I think that's okay. My only issue is that I don't want to encourage people to like min-max their Zetamon so they have the perfect stats. I just think that thematically speaking, it makes more sense for Daikatuna to be a slash-based Zetamon than a Blast one. Anyways, first we begin with size. Let's roll the size. Not tiny, please. I implore you. I implore you. I've already done 2 tiny, please. Any size. We already did we essentially rolled a 1 in 100 chance of getting 1 out of 10 twice. Please. Oh my god, medium-sized. Oh my god, medium-sized Zetamon. Let's freaking go. Medium is in fact 7 to 8. It's HP and cents. Let's go. Oh my god, a medium-sized Zetamon, please. Medium, which is HP and cents. After that is shape. Let's see what shape you are. 28. Is this a Taurus? Are you a Taurus? I think this might be a Taurus. A medium-sized Taurus. Oh my god. You would think there's only fish in this list. 28. 28. It's Capricorn. It's a goddamn penguin. It's a goddamn flightless bird that walks on 2 legs. Well, you know what? That's life. 28 is penguin, baby. It's Penguin. Maxi, don't you already have a Zetamon that's Penguin? Technically speaking, Phenomena is a chimera made of 3 different body types. Penguin is one of them. The locomotion. Do the locomotion with me. It's 2 legs, which gives you defense and use. Now we're gonna roll on the traits. 2d4, please. It is 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Waterproof waterproof coat. Another swimmer, I swear to God. Waterproof coat. And trait B is powerful song? It is loud song. Oh my God. Okay, it's a blasty boy. Okay. After that, we roll affinities. Ronnie asks, guys, is having over 55 hours of video game music on your computer a healthy habit? Just 55 hours? I mean, I guess if you're just getting started. Back when I had all my soundtracks on the computer, it was way more than 55 hours. 55 hours? That could be like 2 game soundtracks, 2 big game soundtracks. I'm pretty sure that Chrono Trigger by itself is like a third of that. I guess I still have a bunch of video game music, so. I am also the proud owner of the Smash Brothers Ultimate soundtrack, so that's pretty big too. The Final Fantasy VII Rebirth soundtrack twice, there you go. Affinity. Kitty says I have a 55-hour remix of Coconut Mall, there you go. Give me an element that is not... Please don't be Bolt. Please don't be Aqua, I beg you. Well, you know what? As long as it's not Bolt, I'm happy. Welcome back, Aqua. Aqua. Okay, you know what? There you go. You know what? This is for the real OGs, by the way. What are you weak to, by the way? 4. You can't be Aqua Dust, okay? We just did Aqua Dust. Breathe, Maxi. Breathe. Am I gonna do the math of how many possible permutations is there, so that I don't feel as taken aback? There's 30. It's 30 different combinations. Aqua Chemical. I must follow my own guidelines. Aqua Dust it is. It's Aqua Dust. It's weak to dust. I am following my own goddamn rules. Let's roll on what its affinity trait is. It's a D36. 5-4. So that means that it is... There is 6 plus 2. It is the 9th to last. Maxi, you should really have like a better like arrangement for these traits. Yeah, one day I'll get there. Not today. It was 5-4. So there's a whole 6 boyos. And then it's the 4th one. Translucent body! This Zetamon is able to make its body and internal organs almost as see-through as glass, making it nearly invisible in what hair? Glass bird, jelly penguin, gummy penguin, jelly penguin. Translucent body. It's evasion and sneak is the word of the day, by the way. This is not that bad. Jelly penguin? It could be a jelly penguin, yeah. It could be a little, you know, a little wide guy. A wide, W-I-D-E guy? We can do a little wide guy. I need to copy this entire table, please. Baby, come back. I'm gonna put you over here. You are... Oh, it's also medium. I keep forgetting about that. It is Aquarius. You walk on 2 feet, by the way. 2 legs. Oh, please remove this, by the way. We don't need you. I also don't need you, Mr. Katana Fish. Your Aqua and Dust. It's the exact same stat line. Let's take a look at what just... let me finish writing this, actually. 2 legs. Water... proof coat. Yeah, I think being covered in slime. Wait, wasn't it a Capricorn? I think it was actually a Capricorn. You're correct. Let me double check that in case that I made a mistake. It is Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn is the home of birds and raptors and some reptiles. It is Capricorn. It is in fact Capricornia. Waterproof coat. Loud song. Translucent body. As for your skills, it is HP +1, Sense +1, Defense +1, Use +1, I know. Ooh, double defense +1 more. Swim +1. Blast and lure is the last one. The last 2. Actually, no, there's one more. Blast +1. Lure +1. And sneak +1. Lots of skills on this guy. It is aqua type. It is weak to dust. Let's start getting reference images. I know I said I wouldn't do this again. Please give me an image of a Lego penguin, please. There really isn't a minifig of a penguin, by the way. That's funny. I'm just thinking of like a penguin chibi. I think it's gonna be a jelly penguin, by the way. It's medium sized. I almost wonder if we could make him look like a baby penguin, but it's big. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big guy, but he has like the coloring of a regular penguin. We just make him like a big old guy. Oh yeah. All types of penguin. Give me an computer, give me an image with all the penguins that exist, please. I see. These are various types of... There's a fairy penguin? Look up Pesto the penguin. Wait, fairy penguin. What the hell's a fairy penguin? The little penguin? The smallest species of penguin? They're blue? They're blue-green? Oh my god. Get added to the references, Bozo. I'll look up Pesto the penguin in a second, by the way, because I know you want me to. By the way, this is the stance, by the way. This is the stance that the penguin should have, by the way. He's just wide like that. You know what I'm saying? He's wide. You know what if it's gonna be like a gelatin penguin? Pesto the penguin, quick. Okay, I'll look him up so that Kendra... Oh, he's so dumb. What are the little jelly cups? What are the little jelly cups? The little like jelly Asian cups? Fruzel? Or I guess Frutro? Frutro? Why would you spell it this way, brother? I definitely think that gelatin could definitely be an inspiration for what this guy looks like. Oh, 1,000%. Okay. So, we 1,000%. We use these ridges as part of like its body shape. Like its tummy has these like ridges. You know what I'm saying? The little like jelly cup ridges. Look up the Ditto jelly mold. You got it, beautiful. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. I love him. God, chat, prepare yourselves. Oh, Yukamori made this? Hot damn. That is the most delicious thing. It's the jelly win. Pen win. Am I gonna look up Pen from Evangelion? Pen? I mean, he didn't survive the ending of Evangelion, so I guess he should stay locked in time prison. Although I will say this outline is pretty good. This outline is pretty good, actually. This is a pretty good outline. So I'm thinking, what's the course of action? I almost wonder if like we come up with the name now. Would the name perhaps give us an inspiration? Computer, what is the other name for gelatin? Other name for gelatin. Collagen? No, I'm thinking something a little bit more sexy than that. Gelatin, I guess. Gelatina. Pinguino. Gelatinguino. Gelatinguino? That really is just gelatin and pinguino put together. Gelatine. From the Latin gelatus. Pectin? Explain pectin for me, Dallas. I don't quite get it. Not quite the same, but... Okay, I see what you mean. Penguin in Spanish. I need the exact pronunciation. Pinguinos. It has the little dots on top. That is so funny. What if it was the name, the namai? Gelatin guino. Gelatinguino. No. It's funny, but I don't think it's there. Dude, Kendra, if you could like find... I swear to God, if you take this as a chance to share the Never Gonna Give You Up on the chat, it won't be over because I love you. I love you more than you love to punk me, but... Gelatinguino. 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 Pinguino. What is the slang Spanish name for a pinguino? Pinguino. Pinguin? Pinguin? Gelatin... No. It only works because of the inguino from pinguino. Gelatinguino. Unless perhaps penguin is the Japanese word for penguin? No way. Hell. Gel? Ooh, Gelatinguino. This is a worse version of it. Jello. It's this, Iskandra? Let me look it up. Oh, that's cute. Wait. Kendra, Kendra, these are little dinosaur figures, Kendra. I'm showing chat. Kendra's like, Maxi, look at this. And I'm like, those are, in fact, dinosaur figures. You're correct. These are... It's nice. I'm opening this... You jackass! That's it. Mods ban Kendra. I don't even know if you're just a mastermind or if I'm the stupidest idiot who's ever lived. You... you... Kendra says, I was planning it before you said something. You massive asshole. I hid Obsidian just so that I could open it. My friend wanted to show me something, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna show. I'm gonna. No. There we go. I can't. I had to fix my expressions. Kendra was like, I was gluing feathers, and I was like, you know what I haven't done in a while? You know what? You're right. It's time that I stop being nice to Kendra. You're right. Jello penguin mold. How about I just look up the idea that Kendra had, huh? I mean, Kendra had no idea. It was just a lie. Kendra just loves lying. I'm shaking my head in disappointment, by the way. I am so mad. I can't even think of that boy. That boy is getting banned. Never trust a gambler. It's true. Kendra loves gambling. Kendra loves gambling. Full swish. Nothing but net. Alright, let's try to speedrun drawing this penguin. I can do it. You know, it's not like I'm shaken from being betrayed by one of my closest confidants yet again. I'm not shaken by that. You're shaken by that. Jellyweena. Pingel? Pingel? Well, maybe we switch it around? Are you stirred then? Am I stirred? I'm getting disturbed right now. Maxi, what does that mean, Maxi? I was kind of like making like a bit on being disturbed. So this penguin, it's medium sized. I almost think it should just be like a big old boy, like a big old guy. Kitty says, by the way, I'm gonna text you something, but it's not important right now. Okay. Max is a vodka martini. I am quite shaken right now. And who do you have to blame, Maxi? No one but myself. It was my fault. This is what I get. I guess perhaps a more imposing stance than like what I'm making would be best, but let's just begin with like quite literally like a simple. Let's just start somewhere, okay? Start me with one simple doodle, okay? Yo, hi Hans, how you doing? Maxi is definitely a blended margarita. I am a blended margarita. I am tasty and refreshing, especially right now in the summer heat. This is not a bad shape. I think it just needs to become very squat, though. You know, like, 'cause this is like a nice shape for, like, you know, a penguino, but it needs to just get squatted. It needs to be like it needs to be feel flatter. So you know what? We're gonna grab you. How's the Zetamon developing? It's been fun. We've made quite a few. Kendra destroyed me emotionally. While that my ult is drained, I feel refreshed. Shut. I'm gonna kill Kendra. I am going to kill Kendra Purpleface PhD. You know, you would think, you know, if really I was as wild as I think I am, I would just start just saying Kendra's full legal name. The real revenge is just telling everyone Kendra's full legal name. Not like Kendra has freaking... Yeah, do it, you won't. Yeah, I won't. I feel like that's like the point of no return. I would rather, like, you know... You would rather Max it? You know what? Kendra did a funny little goof. I mean, the Discord will know it tomorrow. Yeah, there you go. Kendra McKendry. There you go. Well, I'm happy that Hans figured it out. So if I want to do... I really should just be using the symmetry tool at this point, but we'll get there. Because right now, as I'm developing this guy right now, this is just a goddamn penguin, brother. This is just a penguin. This is just straight up a penguino. So we're gonna grab you. We're gonna cut you in half. That's right. Kendra knows every move. It's true. That's why Kendra is so good at the Binding of Isaac dailies. It's because Kendra knows what's gonna happen every time. The best way to draw a little... Give me the symmetry tool, please, just to make life easier for now. Ooh, okay. There is something. There's something here. Kendra says, "Should I make a name wheel to start my days?" That's pretty good, actually. Okay, well, definitely, I don't like the point of the little area here. Perhaps this makes him look like he's wearing a helmet. What, we shorten it even more? We shorten it even more to, like, what, like here? Still looks like he's wearing a helmet. This is like the pattern of, like... This is the pattern that penguins have. Right now, this is just a penguin, by the way. This is just straight up a penguin. So I said that I was gonna have, like, the pattern from, like, the little jelly cups. So we're gonna duplicate you. Oh, that sucks, Kitty. Let's try, just perchance, I feel like it needs to be a little bit more droopy than this, but okay, let's just try it, you know? This is not gonna work. I can already tell that this is not gonna work, but perhaps I should keep going. The self-ouch club, excuse me? What are we talking about in my chat? The self-ouchie club? Juliana says, I don't remember if the movie has self-ouch or self-oof. What an incredible time. What if he didn't have feetsies? Yeah, but then what, Maxi? Where's the rest of this, Maxi? Perhaps we could go and give him kind of a little bit of the Dito energy. By making him look a little, I believe the word is a little stupid. Just making him look all goopy? Is this really the way to go, Maxi? There is something to be said about him just being like a little goop. Oh, we already have a goopy guy though in Egu. Neo Isaac update in September. Congrats to all who celebrate, not me. I feel like feathers is a mask required crafting material. I keep breathing feathers, excuse me. I don't think they're supposed to go inside, Kendra. I don't care what the Pinterest guide says. I don't think you should be breathing those in. This is kind of working, by the way. This guy's unfortunately a little bit close to a goo, so we're gonna have to, like, you know. I guess you're not goopy, you're just translucent, right? Okay, definitely that last arm makes him look a little bit busted. Let's remove you for reference, and then let's what? You know, maybe a little bit of asymmetry would be nice, actually. Because already, Egu is already waving at the viewer. Let's actually maybe perhaps, let's do a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this, and then what? He's just kind of got like two goopy arms, kind of waving in the wind. What about the penguins that have like a head, like I guess some penguins have just like feathers in the back, huh? Feathers in the back. I don't know if that works. I kind of like the triangular nature of the head. The triangular nature of the head. Oh, baby. Maybe? Kuririn eyes? Who's Kuririn? I thought it'd be kind of interesting if like, oh, Krillin eyes. That makes more sense actually. He's written in the manga as Kuririn. Okay. Maybe its face is in like a kind of orb-like shape. I do feel like you need like something. What are your skills again? Show me your moves / your skills. HP defense makes sense. How do you? I guess you just shoot slime at people or jelly. You lure them because you're cute. You sneak because you're translucent. You have a higher sense of sense. You can use things. Yeah, swim. Yeah, or use. Yo, hi Noms. Hello. We're making a little penguin boy. Let's make the beak round, by the way. How you doing, Noms? By the way, did this bird get bonked? It's made of gelatin. That's why his shape is a little funny. God damn it, Kendra! Kendra says in chat, you're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale, white, and ice cold. And sometimes you speak like you're from a different time. That's right. You don't go out in the sunlight? No, I don't, actually. I feel like this guy needs more, but perhaps maybe the coloring could get us there. Let's try coloring this SOB. Perhaps the color separation could get us there. Ooh, I should not have done that. Let's see. Born and raised baby. There you go. So you are aqua type and you're weak to dust. I'm gonna read that as you are Nomia colored, by which I mean that you are brightly colored and garish. Positive, by the way, positive. Hans says, I respect Kendra so much. I can't believe they would just admit that boldly. I mean, like, I feel like if we're asking, Maxi really said garish, you're garish, yeah. Yeah. Dust is all earthy tones. I feel like the most common gelatin color is green. It's like jello green, right? Lime. Disagreements? Does anybody disagree? What is the most common type of gelatin? And don't say clear gelatin, okay? I'm talking about jello here, okay? Dude, what if I make this guy the Boba Tea Penguin? What if he's got little... Is that good or bad? I'm in Australia. I think the most common jelly color is red. Boba tea, gnarly. There you go. Okay. I most definitely need to like finish work sometime. So let's make this guy the Boba Tea Penguin for now, and move on from there next time, or really off stream. We'll be making more new Zetamon when we tune in next time. I almost don't know if I should just make it the regular Boba Tea colors. I feel like that would be maybe a little bit too silly. He has nipples now? How freaking dare you? How dare you? Is nothing sacred to you, Hans? And breasts? Okay, alright. Okay, they're gone now. Okay, they're gone. It's just the undulation of the liquids contained therein. It is nothing sacred, I swear to God. You can't have shit in here. It did kind of look like nipples. Nomia, I swear to God. I'm gonna make you the really nice, like, comforting milk tea color. And then I'm gonna change you. I feel like that's like the way to go. Kendra says, damn. 2 top surgeries in the last 24 hours and neither of them were me. I mean, I feel like you have to sign up for a top surgery if you want to get one. Milk tea is dust color too. No, see, the thing is, I'm gonna change it in a second. This is such a bad idea, by the way. I am not at all happy with what I'm doing right now. But that's just life, baby. Let's push through. Now he looks like a little caveman now, if I make it like this away. He looks like a little caveman. Yeah, Kate had his stop surgery yesterday. It's so exciting. I will say, I don't think I can make him red. Because the whole idea is that he can make himself translucent, by the way. It would be kind of funny. This is kind of funny coat for a penguin, actually. It's kind of like it's kind of what, Maxi? I don't know. Uneven? I feel like it being uneven makes it cute. He needs a straw sticking out of its head. You're joking, but this could potentially be, this could be done. Perhaps we change your color? I mean, something like this is actually kind of interesting. Reminds me of the fairy, a straw that looks like a little hair. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, actually. As a matter of fact, I was one step ahead of you. Just like Kendra was one step ahead of me earlier. Kind of cute, kind of cute. You could have saved her, Mr. Policeman. I gave you all the clues. Kendra, you're not allowed to say that shit unless you're gonna say I'm the Joker, baby, okay? You can make the bird light blue like Taro! Nomia still, Nomia. Me about to say Nomiya still got it, like Nomiya somehow like lost it. Taro. Oh. Computer, please, a photo of Taro Boba. Taro Boba is the answer. Holy crap, Nomiya Vikshi, you madman, you incredible bastard. I love you. My friend hosted a clown camp massacre screening and I couldn't make it, and thank God, because she was giving everyone cunty clown makeup, but Joel would have roasted me. You say that like that wouldn't be like earned. You say that like it wouldn't be earned. Nomiya Vikshi, I love you. By the way, I'm streaming tomorrow with Nomiya, by the way. We're doing 2 hours of Guys My Gorm tomorrow. We're doing 2 entire hours of Guys My Gorm. Oh no, he's naked! It actually looks very ube, right? Oh, this is perfect, by the way. Guys My Gorm? How's school, Nomiya asks Hans. You should be... Excuse me? Why aren't you working? Oh, because there is nothing... Wait, what do you mean? It should work. You're not alpha locked. What's the matter then? You know what? How about instead of being concerned with it, I just paint. Oh, I can't paint there because it doesn't exist. That's what it is. Okay. Your school is good, but I'm asleep. Yes, but how are you doing, Nomiya? Got him. Smoked them. Nomiya did not see that coming. My body's not used to going outside so often and for so long. I get that. And now we're gonna just add a little bit of shading to this little feller. Oh, he's pretty cute. Is it Bo Bird? Is his name Bo Bird? Oh, don't worry, kitty. I love you. Have a lovely rest of your day, baby. Take care. Bye-bye. Is this Bo Bird? Bobinguino? Bo Bird? Bobinguino? This came out really good, by the way. Holy crap. No, just pure nothing going on in those eyes. Bubbly. All right, fellas, congratulations. Let me actually cut you over to the main screen because I'm going to export this image. Kapow. Export this image as a JPEG. Bubbly. You will be now henceforth renamed to Boba Babuba Bluba. And so he was christened as such. Alright. Boblinguino, Pinguino, Penguin, Bobalicious, Fergalicious, make those boys go loco. Alright, fellas. I'll see you later, Hans. Good night. All right, fellas. Here's our guy. We need a name for him. Gelatin. Boba. What is the thing that boba is made out of? It is made out of tapioca. Tapioca. Pinguino. Penguin. I mean, Bo Bird is really good. Bo Bird. Bobbird. I stand by Bo Bird. Pearl. Pearl is not bad. Pearl Weena. No, I mean, Bo Bird is pretty good. Bo Bird is just fun to say. I mean, like, the thing is that, like, it is pretty good. Oh, by the way, Nomi, I should show you the other ones that we made today. Let me just open a new tab. So, Nomi, I present to you. You already met Bo Bird. There's Bo Bird right there. There's Bo Bird. I present to you. This is Daikatuna. Daikatuna. Daikatana and tuna. That was Dallas' idea. It's so good. Daikatuna. It's a sword inspired by just being a goddamn katana. And the first bird of the day, or first fish of the day. It's a I gotta change the colors, but it's a submarine inspired shark name that uses echolocation. Daikatana. Daikatuna. It's fine, don't worry about it. And this one, he uses sonar. His name is Bleep Bleep. That's him, Your Honor. It's Blip Blip. So we have Blip Blip, Daikatuna, and Bobaird. Bobaird. Blip Blip. Again, Blip Blip is like the best name I've ever come up with. And it was me and Juliana, I believe. Me and Juliana came up with it. Two tiny guys. Blip Blip. Daikatuna is so good. And Bobaird. He looks like an ocarina. He kind of does, yeah. You could play him. I mean, I did give him holes, actually. That's so funny. I gotta change his colors. And perhaps maybe change his mouth. But, you know, there you go. Bobaird. By the way, Bobaird is medium-sized. So he is, and I believe we established this. Where's Blip Blip? No. It's here. No? Oh, there you go. He is 2.5 feet tall. He is half of a human person's height. He's pretty good. Pretty big. It's a pretty big bubbly bird. He also makes song. I think I will change Daikatuna to be slash instead of blast, just to make one little, just tiny little edit. That's a good size for a Bobaird. Yeah, you know? Bobaird. And you know, it could then Zetamorph into a Bobabard. Think about it. He becomes even more musical. He evolves into Bobabard. Think about it. And not just Bobard. I think it's Bobabard. Anyways, that is for someone else to worry about it later. Me. He reminds me of that SCP that's a giant lump of orange jelly that smells like peanut butter and loves you. Can they have a lute? They'll have some sort of instrument. I'm sure. Perhaps a little drum. Perhaps a itty bitty baby drum. But with that, fellas, I am way over time today. We made 3 Zetamon. Not bad. I'll get faster the more I practice. We'll be making more Zetamon on stream. This is a very productive thing for me to do, seeing as how I'm working on stuff off stream. And I don't want to bog you down with all the iterating. So the game's gonna need Zetamon, so we'll just make a bunch of Zetamon. So that's it for me today. No dailies. I'm tired. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And consider supporting me through coffee.com/mkirin. All support helps a lot. I will be streaming tomorrow on Nomia's channel, 4 p.m. Literally in a day and 1.5 hours. We're gonna be doing 2 hours of Guys My Gorm. That's right, the Guys My Gorm special featuring Guys My Gorm. And that's it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of your day. 25.5 hours. Thank you, Nomia. In a day and an hour and a half. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Please take care, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Take care. Beep boop.
Wonderful.